Hey, what's up, everyone? We are here live, only late with 10 minutes, but really apologize about that. And I'm having Laura here all the way from the United Kingdoms, and we really appreciate Laura here. And let me just share a short story about Laura. I've come to know Laura, and let's talk about work ethic and dominating. This is what you're talking about because in one of the program that you're having with Laura, she was able to come on board and literally overtook everyone. And I believe that comes from the work ethic that she puts in, that comes from the consistency that she puts in, and the belief in what she's doing. And if you're a network marketer and you're here watching this interview today, all I want to tell you is that you have found the best place to be. You have found the best place whereby you'll stop making those cold calls. Can you just imagine how bad it feels trying to convince your family members, trying to convince people who are actually not interested in joining in your network marketing company? A short story about me: what happens to me when I got started in the industry. I was told to write down a list, not of 100 people. I was told to write a list of 200 people. And guess what I did? I was hungry, I was determined, and what I did, I wrote a list of 300 people. And guess what happened? I went through my list as fast as possible, and I never got anybody who signed up. Rejection after rejection. I felt like I was trying to convince people. I felt like I was trying to drag people into the presentations. Hey, I actually hijacked my cousins and sisters, and I lied to them, and I told them that, hey, we are going for a birthday party, and guess what? A presentation, boom. And guess the answers was no, I'm not interested. So Laura has been in the industry for the last 2 3 years. She has what we call experience. Guess what? Being in the same industry, doing the same thing consistently over and over, she really understands the ins and outs of the business, and she wants to come where you are right now so that she may help you get value. She may help you understand what is the best way to attract the ideal client, because they are actually outside there. And Laura, she's using one of amazing platform that I always talk about each and every day, that is LinkedIn. She has been able
Yeah.
to build her business, and right now you want to be sure she's building a seven-figure income from free leads on LinkedIn, very high attracted prospects on LinkedIn. And I want to welcome you, Laura, to this great, amazing community. I'm so sure you'll be getting great value. So just a quick one, like I always want to hear people's journey when they got started into the industry. Like, how was your journey when you got started in the industry? When you're a newbie, you just joined and you never understood anything. I really want you to share one or two things of things that happened to you, because I believe there's someone here who's watching and he or she is in the same position. So
Yeah,
the ground is on you,
absolutely.
Laura. Welcome.
Hello, thank you very much for that introduction, Dennis. Thank you so much for having me here. I think probably my story, I think 99% of network marketers could relate to. I definitely got caught up in the how amazing it's going to be, how easy it's going to be to build this business. All you've got to do is invite people, and kind of ran with that enthusiasm and learned very quickly that it takes more than that, or a different strategy than that, and that strategy works for a very select few people and not for the majority of people. So um, I actually did a self-development course, felt like it was the next thing I wanted to do was to learn about business, learn about being an entrepreneur. Network marketing is fantastic for that because it is a stepping stone into whatever other business that you want to do, and a great business in itself. Got introduced to someone that was in a company. Yeah, pretty much, the rest is history. Absolutely was convinced that this was just going to work. It was just going to be a case of my enthusiasm, my passion. If I can see it's going to work, somebody else will be able to see. And, the reality is very, very, very different from that, because it is hard work and people need to know that you can guide them through a process that they can do. And the majority of people, A, don't want to write lists. And if they do, it's a very uncomfortable experience. I've done it too. I've made hugely long lists and spoken to people that I haven't spoken to in ages, thinking that the longer my list was, you know, the more likely it was I'm going to get someone onto the business. You know, and they've heard it all before. Like, I'm not the first network marketer that's spoken to these people. There's a reason why they were on my list, because people think these people are going to be great at building a business. And they've heard it all before. Like, you know, nobody really cares about the business presentation. Like, they just don't. They really don't. And it's happening so frequently now that people, you could have the best opportunity in the world. It could be absolutely perfect for you. And if you lead with that presentation, people are just going to be instantly turned off. So, you know, I feel like that's quite relevant to a lot of network marketers, because that is what they're being taught right now. And, you know, it might work for some people. I don't think it works for the majority. So I'm interested in learning strategies and systems that are really easy to do and also really easy to teach other people, because that's the point. If it stops with you, then you haven't got a network marketing business. You know, you need to be able to share that on. So I think I answered a little bit more in that question than you asked, but, you know,
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Laura. You've really provided great value there. You know, it really comes, you know, in our industry, what we have is we lack, let me talk about leadership, because there's a lot of hype when someone gets started in the industry. For me, remember, you know, when I actually saw the network marketing presentation, I didn't even know it was network marketing. All I just saw was a system where people are making crazy money, and it was money, because that's what I was shown. That's what the people who are presenting were doing. So I got in with a very bad mentality, whereby I was like, wow, this is the get rich quick thing. I'm getting here and I'm going to be rich as soon as possible. And that was not the outcome. I really struggled. I remember I really struggled. And after that, I remember I was told to pay some additional charges. So it was like, now I'm not making money. These people are telling me to pay some more charges. It was hell and chaotic. And I just thank God that I just came to found a system that is very, very duplicatable. It is very easy to implement. It is a very simple thing that anyone can do it. The other day, did an interview with Steve Byram, and and this was the reason why I brought him on board. Was, hey, if that guy can do this, you don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need to know all the things. Maybe you may be seeing me on the internet doing crazy things like this interview and all this. No, you don't need to do all these things. All you just need to do is copy and paste an already made system for you. Let's talk about LinkedIn, right? Let's talk about LinkedIn. For me, I know a lot of people who will be watching this video and who are tuning in. And hey, if you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. If it's Nairobi, if it's Kenya, if it's Africa, let me just know your location so that I may give you a shout out. If it's in the rest of the world, also let me know where you're tuning in from, because they always hear me talking about LinkedIn every day. And actually, I was just curious the other day, and I did a search on LinkedIn, and something very interesting clicked. There are over 500,000 people on LinkedIn who are raising up their hand, and they're saying on their profile, it's, hey, I am looking for an opportunity. That's what over 500,000 people. So to the worst, why don't you go and reach out to a person who is saying that I'm looking for an opportunity, other than reaching out to, you know, I was told sometimes, you know, your home market is also your grandma is your home market, right?
yeah. Anybody that's breathing is your market.
So if you're told to go and talk to your home market, why should you reach out to your grandma and there's someone on LinkedIn who is asking for an opportunity, who is raising their hand to and they're saying they're looking for an opportunity? So just give us some few tips about LinkedIn. And also, I would like you to emphasize on the really importance of LinkedIn and how it's different from these other platforms, because LinkedIn is a whole other thing. I was even trying TikTok today, but things didn't go very well.
What were you doing on TikTok? Just dancing around?
I was trying some dancing
over here.
But that's a whole other, that's another story. So just give
Yeah,
us some insights about LinkedIn and how simple it is to use.
yeah. So I mean, like LinkedIn, you can just use it in a completely different way than you can Facebook, because that's the other big one. That's where people generally go to, because there's more people, there's more users. But that's also its massive downfall, in that there is too much content and there's too many people, and Facebook can't serve it up as it is already. So you're already in this very crowded market, and people are a bit more skeptical on Facebook. People are less inclined to jump on a phone call with you, or if you start a conversation in Messenger, they've heard it so many times, they can see through the I'm just chatting to you so I can talk to you about this business opportunity. So, and with Facebook, you're very limited in being able to duplicate a system quite easily on there. It's a little bit more complicated. LinkedIn, on the other hand, yeah, it's got less people, but it's got 500 million people. Like, how many do you actually need for your company to be successful? Because even a small segment of that is going to make a huge difference to your business. And the people on there, they understand it's a business network. They're expecting business conversations. They're expecting you to share free value. They're expecting you to jump on a call, and they're much happier to jump on a call, like almost instantly. Like, they realize that this is a business relationship, and that to have really good relationships and build really good rapport and understand what people need, you have to get on that call. You just have to get on a call. Like, you're not going to do it in Facebook Messenger. The other aspect is you've got a lot of people that are already entrepreneurs. They're already working for themselves. They're already familiar with the industry, because a big objection that any network marketer will come across, especially on Facebook, is it's a scam. It's a pyramid scheme, and like, before you can even like breathe and explain, hey, like, it's not like that, this is a legitimate business, it's a huge industry, that's it, done, you're shut down. And why would you even want to waste your time trying to convince that person, when there are a huge number of people on LinkedIn already that are open to it? They already understand the legitimacy of the business. They already think it's a good idea. So, they kind of like, it doesn't make sense to me to waste your valuable time and energy trying to drag someone to understand that network marketing isn't a scam, that it's a legitimate business that you can build to improve your life, when there's already enough people that I can certainly speak to. I'm not going to get through everyone on LinkedIn. There's no way. So there's already a huge pool over there of people that already think it's a great idea, already think it's a fantastic idea. They're already sold on the idea of working from home or being an entrepreneur. And that just makes it so much easier to have those conversations with people, because, it's demotivating, honestly, repeatedly hearing it's a scam, it's a pyramid, you're trying to just get money out of somebody, like, you don't care about anybody. Like, it's just so hard. And, I want to be able to, I want to speak to people that genuinely want to improve their lives, and that I can help them do that. And that's the kind of communication that I'm finding on LinkedIn. And in terms of being duplicatable, you can just use LinkedIn in a completely different way. You can message more people, you can send more free value to people. Like, Facebook, they don't want that on there, they don't expect that on there, and you're not going to get the same response that you're getting on LinkedIn. Like, people are a lot more open to you almost cold messaging them a free guide, because you already know that they're in the industry that they've got that interest there, and the guide that you're sending them is relevant, and it's up to them if they want to take it. No one's going to turn around to you and go, oh, you're sending me this guide, and getting all worked up about it like they might on Facebook. And it's just simpler, it's just easier. Like, it's way easier to just stay focused on like the positive aspects of building the business, because you are just getting so much less resistance on there. And especially for you guys that are watching this now, like, LinkedIn is really untapped in your areas of the world. This is a huge opportunity for you guys to lead that that market and go in there, because nobody else is doing this as much as where I am in the UK and in, you know, America and Australia, that people that have already experienced this or been exposed to this kind of approach, you guys have got a huge advantage because they haven't, you know. So this is all brand new, this is all fresh, and people are just going to be blown away by this way that you can do it.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you very much. Wow, that's really,
I hope
at
that's
least,
helpful. I hope that is
at
helpful.
least they have heard it from someone else, because I talk about this. I think they think these days I'm crazy about LinkedIn, because I have seen the power of, even before we started the program, whereby we really now become very professionals. I was still using LinkedIn, and people used to ask me, "How are you filling the rooms?" When I used, because I was all massive when it came to build. And hey, guys, if you're watching this presentation, this interview right now, I want to tell you something. Honestly speaking, deep down in my heart, I was doing my part, 100% with no doubt. I was doing my part. I was the most hardworking person in the house. I was the person who was filling in the rooms. Literally, I remember there's a travel party that we were having. We were doing the presentations, and 99% of people who were in the room, they were from me. And guess what? I was still not converting. And even I was actually getting outside the way, and I was asking the leaders, "Hey, how have you built your business?" Some of the leaders were telling, "I built my business on Facebook," but they really even didn't understand how they build their business on Facebook, because they were not even able to coach me and teach me how they build their business on Facebook. So I was like, "Then if you build your
Yeah, I
business,
just did it.
show
I
me
don't know
how."
how. You just go and figure it out yourself. Okay.
Then do you know the answer? The answer was, it's a numbers game. All right, I'm
Always,
doing
yeah.
the numbers. I am still not getting people. The other question was, hey, do personal development. Hey guys, I can narrate Napoleon Hills to you here from chapter 1 up to the end, each and every paragraph, what it says. I've did a lot of personal development. The problem was identifying the right people. And I always tell people this story. Right now, I'm in Kenya, I'm in Nairobi. There are different ways to fly where Laura is in the UK. You can either use a plane to go there, you can either choose to use a bus to go there, you can choose to use a bicycle to go there, you can choose to use your foot to go there. I don't know if you'll ever get there. So it's all about which vehicle will you take. I'm taking the jet. I am
Yeah.
taking the jet. And the jet is the LinkedIn. The jet is the LinkedIn program that I always talk about. The jet is LinkedIn. I am getting there as fast as possible.
Yeah.
We are going to a certain destination, but the vehicle matters a lot. Thank you very much, Laura. We really appreciate you coming over here, sparing your time. I know you're very, very busy. And hey, maybe you can share if someone wants maybe to know more about you, and maybe want to take a look at what you're doing, or want to reach out to you. You can just share where they can get in touch with you, where they can reach you, and how they can really get access to you.
Yeah, so via LinkedIn, it's a great place to start. So my profile's Laura Ward. So you can find me on there. I'm also connected with Dennis, so you should be able to find me very, very easily on there. Yeah, I just thank you very much for having me. I hope that has given you guys some value about the importance of LinkedIn. It's a great metaphor that you shared at the end there. You know, like which vehicle do you want to take to build your business? And LinkedIn is vastly easier and simpler than Facebook right now, 100%.
Sure. Thank you very much, Laura. We really appreciate. Hey, thanks everyone for tuning in. We really appreciate. Make sure you jump into our calls on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I really appreciate you. Hey, and just do me a favor. Hit that subscription button below. Hit that like button below, and also share to your team members so that they may hear the amazing content that Laura has brought to us. Bye bye. Have a good
Thank
time
you.
and be blessed.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye.